neighbor. Welcome again to this neighborhood. I'd like to show you something. You know what this is? Or maybe if I press this button. This is a cassette player with a little cassette in here, and there's nothing written on it, so we'll just have to play it to see what it is. Do you ever imagine?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is sped up because literally all I am doing is prepping my engine and transfer installed, getting the engine on the hoist, putting a flex plate on because I couldn't while it was on the stand, getting my chain set up, dragging the transmission out or carrying it over, picking it up, bolting it on, checking a bunch of small things, and then shoving the entire hoist and engine into the other bay in preparation to install. I mean, it's all fairly obvious, but it is an extreme waste of time, just what I'm doing here. So I wanted to speed it along because it's all just excessive rambling, banter, and also you can hear I had the heater blasting. I was trying to get my garage as hot as I could stand to melt the damn ice and snow on the floor because that shit hangs around for like 5 days unless I boil myself out of the garage. So I let that heater run as long as I could, and it was like 82 degrees and it was killing me. So I'm glad it finally shut off at some point. Trying to make it warm in here. I'm dying. It's 80 degrees. I'm trying to melt all this. Otherwise, this bullshit water and melted snow hangs around for days. Let's turn off the radio so I don't get copyrighted, steal the $20 I'm gonna make publishing this video. Alright, jerks, how are you today? I am slightly miserable today. My wife sent me into the garage to work off some frustration and stop being a little bitch. So, figured we would put this thing in, see how my transmission mount fits. Been a while, see if I still remember how to do this. You know what I'm thinking about for a neat project is putting an electric winch on the top of one of these. And then for fine adjustment you can use the hydraulics, because usually a winch is kind of jerky. But if you lift this thing up like I did earlier and just hold it, you can get it like maxed out and then just use the winch for gross movement. And then use the fluid for fine movement. I had someone saying he put his transmission or his engine mount on a different way. And I'm like, he said he had trouble with them, and I'm like, honestly, these aren't supposed to bolt on. We just like the position to put everything in. So that's what I did. There really is no, we wanted to put the engine as far back as possible. I should move this over there before I get too high. I don't want to waste all those pumps. Yeah. Let's get a little bit higher, and we'll go in, and we'll see where everything sits, and how my trans cross member is going to be. It's going to play nice. I think it is. In. You biatch. Should have moved it a little bit. Oh, it's going to be tricky. It needs to be on a much harder angle. Or I need to breeze the rad support out. This pan is pretty much as low as the trans pan, so it's kind of dumb to get the pan any lower than that. There really isn't a ton of fluid in here, if any. Let's get the yoke out. Help save my ass. Otherwise we're gonna have to set it down and move everything. I don't want to do that. A little draggy. Yeah. We gotta pump up the numbers. Those are rookie numbers. You gotta go in, and we gotta push. We gotta lift you up. Yeah, I'm kind of screwed, aren't I? Kind of screwed. Not kind of screwed. Totally screwed. We gotta get you on a heavier angle. Bessie, come on out. Come on out. Don't fucking hang around. More angle, Jimmy. More angle. If you guys haven't welded a release handle to your engine hoist, you're living in the past. Tell you what. So excited to do this. I didn't even put the chain under the thing. give me the angle I need. Start to pick it up and hopefully we see some tilt. Enough tilt to do what I want to do. Park it. Yeah, that'll probably do it. I need more than that. That's going to be a pain in the balls. Settling. Can't be scared. Power through it. It's like wheel hop, guys. Once it starts hopping, you just plant that gas pedal down. It'll all be okay. That's terrible advice. You probably shouldn't do that. Even though if you're watching this, you probably do. I'm putting the thing in just in case, because I probably have room for it now. Oh, now we gotta go up on the moon. Let me go check what time it is. See how much time I have. Limited time. Got like 30 minutes. We got 30 minutes to get this done today. Or it ain't getting done today. Holy shit, let's go. Except not bounce across the room. Let's do this. I should take a picture of this thing up on the hook like this then. Oh god. Here's what you do then. You get like the pan over and then you pick up the tail end of the tranny, swing it over the rad support so you don't have to kill yourself and go way too high and make it unstable. So a little bit more. Should be able to just swing the thing over. Keyword should. That's about as high as I want to go. I don't know if I can go much higher, to be honest. Watch the paint. Watch the paint. Really, you need two people for this. We're gonna fuck around. Yeah. Stupid. Oh. Now we're looking good. Oh. It's up against the firewall. We gotta go down. We got room. We got room, boys. Can you see in there? Oh, turn off my heater before the thermostat kicks back on. I forget it in the middle of the night. All right, that's gonna have to be good enough. Oil pan close, tail shaft. Gonna go. Just gonna go right in front of the pan. About to pass the rad support. Oh, what a dream. What a dream boat. Let's get you more centered. Let's get the jack ready to lift the trans up. Everything, heater, camera, everything is in the way, of course. See now that that bitch is on an extreme angle. Gonna have to pick up the trans by the pan here to get the ass end up. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with this, so you can ignore me. But for the kids in the group who are learning, that's what I'm doing. Okay, up against the tranny bell.
Wheel pan about to hit the cross member. Now we're as far in as we can go, so tranny has got to come up. So I'm going right on the tail shaft piece. I'm going to rotate the motor around. Engine, motor, if you're one of those people. Some sort of insufferable know-it-all. It's an engine. A motor is electric. It's a Fox chassis. It's not a Fox body. Roar! Save it, boys, for someone who cares. We gotta go back. Oh, fell off my jack. Spun around on the drive shaft. Assuming, yes it did. So, let's go on the pan. Yes, down. Come on. Okay, I think that's about as high as I can go without getting this down farther. We're close. What am I on? Steering rack. Okay, we're off the steering rack. Gotta go back. Go, Jack. Go backwards. It's close. What sucks is I'm kind of topped out on my jack like this. I need to actually lift. I need to have the chain farther in the front, but I'm close. I'm close. I can probably, with the bumper off, would be easier. Let's see if I can, if I just let it down enough, if I can like set the engine down and move the chain forward, that would be the way, the key to victory right now. Can I set it down? Oh, sweet. All right, let's get the chain farther forward. Help us out with this leverage situation. Get out of here. Okay, now if I pick that up, the jack should come back. Yeah, see? I picked up all that room to move it forward. Now I can push backwards. Is all this making sense, kids, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen? I don't want to offend you at your age group. Yeah, the jack is like coming off the trans. That's its own special thing. It's not centered. All I need to do is go back enough. Do I have to pick up the tranny again? Pain in the ass. Okay, center, back of trans pan. Gotta go down. Tiny bit. Okay, I found a happy spot for the engine. I ended up moving the mounts and there is a ton of clearance now. I am not sure what was fighting me so much. Maybe it was the position of everything, but now there is a ton of room. The engine is still very far back. The transmission mount that I believe his name was Troy sent me fits awesome. Let me go get Big Larry. Come on over here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get Big Larry. Check out Big Larry. If you guys don't have a Nebo lights, Big Larry, oh, you're living in the past. How about that for ground clearance? Come on, focus, buddy. There we go. The rack is pretty much the lowest spot. Oil pan is level with the cross member. Trans pan is level with the oil pan. So there's no reason to get a shorter pan than this because your trans pan will hit. So if you look at the front here, we got a ton of room. There's the oil drain right there and there, right next to the engine mounts. And if we scooch back, we have a great amount of clearance actually. This will be nice and easy to work on. I zoom in on you guys, I'm so sorry. The, yeah, I mean you can like reach your hand up in here. The rack would be very easy to replace. Everything, there's a ton of room. This is, I mean, you can put in those skis or shit so you don't smash your pan if you're really nervous about wheeling the hell out of it. But I can't imagine you need much shorter than that. And then this mount that Troy sent me is awesome. It's only off by like the tiniest bit. I slid it all the way back and the bolt holes almost go in, and there is no mount on the tranny yet, so it's going to go a tiny bit higher than that with the mount. I might need to flip it then because it might go on the other way. Anyway, it is extremely close. Everything is easy to reach. There's a ton of clearance for everything. I might just leave it here because it's just so easy to reach everything, and we're going to gain like a half an inch or something by moving it back. So the clearance is, you know, an easier way, a nicer way to work on it.